So here's the G-Shock my buddy picked out, and I gotta say, it's pretty cool. I like the color, the light blue on the hands and the markings. The only thing that is kind of a negative is the blacked out hour markers. So this is a legit, real G-Shock, unlike the other one. It came with all the proper stuff, and you can just see the quality of it, and it has all the proper functions. So we're going to take this and we're going to move it over into this case, and just to make it a little bit more special, we're going to put this badass SKX mod. So let's check this out. They packed it like this, and that's I gotta say, kudos to them for packing it. They could have just shipped me a little envelope with this, because this is seriously just a tiny little tiny little set of indices in a ring that glows. And yeah, look at that. They even put it inside a little box. But they didn't even have to send all this. I mean, that's look at that, just to send those little markers. So we're gonna take this bad boy apart, and we're gonna put these in there, and let's see what they look like outside. Oh, so they're clear. Oh wow. So they're supposed to glow. So I don't really know. I don't know if they're glowing or not. You know what I mean? Let me check them out real quick. Okay, so it does glow. I checked it to make sure. So we're going to put that in here, and that should definitely give that dial a little bit needed oomph. You know what I mean? So let's start out by taking this apart. Taking the band off of it. What do we need? Phillips. Definitely works a lot better than the other one. The fake one, you could not get those screws out. I think they super glued them in, or used some form of Loctite, but they were definitely not made to come back out. So there was no modding that cheap junk. So hopefully my buddy was able to report it to Amazon, or actually he got it from eBay. So I told him to report it to eBay, and hopefully he can get a refund, because they definitely were not being truthful about it being a replica. And now I should be able to use this little spring bar tool. Well, there we go. It's a lot easier than the other ones that used to, it didn't come with this quick release. I think Casio is starting to realize people like to mod these things. Let's see. And I guess we just kind of peel it. Yeah, there we go. Kind of get it started from around there. I had it. There we go. It's a good firm fit. So there's the naked G-Shock, and it does. That feels like a pretty durable metal. It almost feels like a metal, but it's that carbon core. The one I've done before, it did not feel that sturdy. It felt more like a cheap plastic once I removed it. So that's pretty neat. All right. All right, let's flip this over and take these screws out the back if I can get them out. These are a little bit. There we go. Those are a little bit tighter in there, which is to be expected. Wants to keep some water resistancy. Alright, we're going to keep these little screws separate from those screws. Which is pretty easy to tell the difference because these have like a spot where there's no thread and these are threaded all the way. So alright. Let's take this little dust flap right here off. Oh well, it's stuck on there. Alright. Oh yeah, it was held on there with some adhesive. So this has 2 batteries. And it looks like, where's my toothpick? Let's take a look inside here while we got it open. So it looks like the movement is held in place maybe with these. Maybe have to move those over. Let me make this. I'm going to file this down real quick. That should make it a little easier to get down in there. Okay, it's coming out. Alright. It looks like they are attached. Well, it looks like there's. How do you get that off of there? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it just looks like it's. All right, hold on. Not in the camera. Because it's on there, and I don't want to pry up too hard because that hand's in the way right now. I thought maybe it would rise up off of there, but it almost feels like it has some form of adhesive. Let's wait till that hand gets out of the way. Alright, so I got it to start coming loose, but it is glued. You can see down at the bottom, see the glue? So that is glued on there. And I might have bent the hand a little bit. So maybe if I can try to bend it back down a little bit. Yeah, it don't look so bad. Now let's try to put this ring on here. I don't really know. Well, it don't really fit. I don't know what crack they're on when they made this, but you can clearly see it's not wanting to really go in there. So maybe I can get it to go in there. I don't know. Does it fit in there? Should I put it in that way? Maybe I should just put it in there right out the gate and then put the movement. No, I need to get that damn hour hand out of the way. And I know this seems like it would be intuitive, but it's not. There's the videos that show you how to do this. They have nobody speaking any English in them. So I'm just going to attempt to put it in there when that hand gets in between, because I'm really upset that I bent that hand. Like, how did I bend that hour hand? And it doesn't want to go back. Okay, there we go. All right, it should be 6 o'clock. All right, let's see if it'll fit down in there. Oh my God. All right, I think I got it in there. Had to push it down. All right, let's stick this dust flap back on here. Well, I don't even know how it went on there. Like that. All right. Now let's put the screws back in. All right, as we tighten it down, we're going to make sure we tighten them across from each other. That way we get equal amounts of pressure. All right. And the light works. So I don't know what it's doing there. Because that is not the right time. I don't know what those hands, I don't know why the hour hands are doing that. Why is it doing that? I don't understand. It's showing the correct time now, but whenever I go out, it goes back, then the damn hand goes back. I don't understand. What's that? Is it 6:09? I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Okay, so after some stressful going back in and redoing everything, because I discovered that the hands were making contact with the crystal and it was stubbing them up, so I had to go back through and sit and bend the hands to where they were more flat. So yeah, be careful with that. I would assume that you would want to put them in setting mode where it puts them out of the way. Maybe you could control that somehow and put them over to in between the hour markers. So, but the problem is when you go to take the movement out, you push those same pushers that push the that set the time. So then the hands start moving, and it's just a pain in the ass. So I got that done, and it's working now. I went back in and got it, and it actually looks a lot better. Here's the original ring, just a blacked out ring, but this is I wish it was more of a blue to match, but it glows blue, so that's a plus. So let's start putting this kit together here. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these screws out. And then we're going to remove a link, or that way I can access the back of it better. Let's make sure. Okay. So I want this to come up from the bottom. Okay. Trying to make sure I put it together properly. And this should just, fall right down in there. And now we have some supplied screws that I'm going to use. Yeah, so if you plan on doing this kit yourself, it's definitely doable. This part is super easy. Just dropping the movement in and then, or dropping this housing in and then just putting these screws on the sides right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll get back with you. Well, all right, fellers, there it is. There it is. Let me clean it up a little bit here. And I must say, I do like it. I might do... let me wipe it down. Let me get a little wipe on it. A little bit clean up right there. Yeah, buddy. So I might have to build me one of these, because that's a pretty sweet looking watch. So let's snap that. Look at that. It's already fits. It's already sized for me. I wouldn't take maybe one link. But heck, I don't even think I'd do that, because it's kind of got a little bit of thickness to it, so it evens itself out. But man, that's comfortable. And then look at that. I like that frosted look. You know what I mean? Like it looks like almost like it's got diamonds, but obviously it doesn't have diamonds. But it's a unique look, and I have to say I like it. So let's blast it with some light, and then let's see how this loom works. Well, it definitely glows now, so you can tell the difference between the hour and minute hand versus the hour markers. You got a different colored loom, but yeah, I was hoping it would have a little bit brighter loom, but I mean, it's better than what it was. I mean, originally it didn't have any loom at all there, so. Let's hit it with light. Ooh, buddy. So now that kind of charges it up, The light kind of gives them a little bit of a charge. So the bottom line is, I am impressed with this kit. This is a dang nice watch now. It's got some presence to it. It's got a little bit of heft to it. And it's really comfortable. And I hope he likes it, man. He's going to be surprised. He ain't seen it yet. So I'm going to bring it in, give it to him. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. If you want to do the mod, I recommend it. I bought this kit on Amazon. And then I bought the hour markers from... SKX mod. So they took a couple weeks to get in, but other than that, man, it's a badass watch now. But thanks for watching. Peace.